And welcome to Spoken Lit. And I'd like to welcome all the new members and let the older members know that I do appreciate whoever is listening, whoever has liked the page. I know there's so many pages to like, so many things to click a button for and scroll through, so I don't take it lightly. I would like for you to participate in the Spoken Lit. If you're unable to post, let me know. I may have the settings. I'm not sure if I need to. I tried this morning to change the settings. You probably can add a video to the comments, but I would like for people to have the freedom or, um, access to be able to post directly to the page. So I'll see what I need to do. I'll probably call out some people too who I know are members and have, awesome characters and who would make, a pretty, you know, decent performance. Okay? Let me get started and not talk so much. So, again, tonight's skit or reading is taken from The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. Then we both looked where Piccola was staring. Blood was running down her legs. Some drops were on the steps. I leaped up. Hey, you cut yourself? Look, it's all over your dress. A brownish red stain discolored the back of her dress. She kept whining, standing with her legs far apart. Frida said, "Oh, Lordy, I know what that is." "What?" Piccola's fingers went to her mouth. "That's menstruating." "What's that?" "You know." "Am I gonna die?" she asked. "No, you won't die. It just means you can have a baby." "What?" "How do you know?" I was sick and tired of Frida knowing everything. "Mildred told me, and Mama too." "I don't believe it." "You don't have to, dummy. Look, wait here. Sit down, Piccola. Right here." Frida was all authority and zest. "And you," she said to me, "you go get some water." "Water?" "Yes, stupid, water, and be quiet, or Mama will hear you." Piccola sat down again, a little less fear in her eyes, and I went into the kitchen. "What you want, girl?" Mama was rinsing curtains in the sink. "Some water, ma'am." "Right where I'm working, naturally." "Well, get a glass. Not no clean one, neither. Use that jar." I got a mason jar and filled it with water from the faucet. It seemed a long time filling. Don't nobody never want nothing till they see me in the sink. Then everybody got to drink water. When the jar was full, I moved to leave the room. "Where you going?" "Outside." "Drink that water right here." "I ain't gonna break nothing. You don't know what you gonna do." "Yes, ma'am, I do. Let me let me take it out. I won't spill none." "You bet not." I got to the porch and stood with the mason jar of water. Piccola was crying. "What you crying for? Does it hurt?" She shook her head. "Then stop slinging snot." Frida opened the back door. She had something tucked in her blouse. She looked at me in amazement and pointed to the jar. "What's that supposed to do?" "You told me. You said get some water. Not a little old jar full. Lots of water to scrub the steps with, dumbbell." "How was I supposed to know?" "Yeah, how was you?" "Come on." She pulled Piccola up by the arm. "Let's go back here." They headed for the side of the house where the bushes were thick. "Hey, what about me? I want to go." "Shut up," Frida stage whispered. "Mama will hear you. Watch the steps." They disappeared around the corner of the house. I was going to miss something again. Here was something important, and I had to stay behind and not see any of it. I poured the water on the steps, sloshed it with my shoe, and ran to join them. Frida was on her knees. A white rectangle of cotton was near her on the ground. She was pulling Piccola's pants off. "Come on, step out of them." She managed to get the soiled pants down and flung them at me. "Here, what am I supposed to do with these?" "Bury them, moron." Frida told Piccola to hold the cotton thing between her legs. "How's she gonna walk like that?" I asked. Frida didn't answer. Instead, she took 2 safety pins from the hem of her skirt and began to pin the ends of the napkin to Piccola's dress. I picked up the pants with 2 fingers and looked about for something to dig a hole with. A rustling noise in the bushes startled me, and turning toward it, I saw a pair of fascinated eyes and a dough-white face. Rosemary was watching us. I grabbed her face and succeeded in scratching her nose. She screamed and jumped back. "Mrs. McTeer! Mrs. McTeer!" Rosemary hollered. "Frida and Claudia they're out here playing nasty, Mrs. McTeer." Mama opened the window and looked down at us. "What?" "They're playing nasty, Mrs. McTeer. Look! And Claudia hit me 'cause I seen them." Mama slammed the window shut and came running out the back door. "What y'all doing?" "Oh, playing nasty, huh?" She reached into the bushes and pulled off a switch. "I'd rather raise pigs than some nasty girls. At least I can slaughter them." We began to shriek. "No, Mama, no. No, ma'am, we wasn't. She's a liar. No, ma'am, Mama, no, ma'am, Mama." Mama grabbed Frida by the shoulder, turned her around, and gave her 3 or 4 stinging cuts on her legs. "Gonna be nasty, huh?" "No, you ain't." Frida was destroyed. Whippings wounded and insulted her. Mama looked at Piccola. "You two," she said, "child of mine or not." She grabbed Piccola and spun her around. The safety pin snapped open in one end of the napkin, and Mama saw it fall from under her dress. The switch hovered in the air while Mama blinked. "What the devil is going on here?" Frida was sobbing. I, next in line, began to explain. She was bleeding. We was just trying to stop the blood." Mama looked at Frida for verification. Frida nodded. "She's menstruating. We was just helping." Mama released Piccola and stood looking at her. Then she pulled both of them toward her, their heads against her stomach. Her eyes were sorry. All right. Now stop crying. I didn't know. Come on now. Come on, get in the house. Go home, Rosemary. The show is over." We trooped in, Frida sobbing quietly, Piccola carrying a white tail, me carrying the little girl gone to woman pants. Mama led us to the bathroom. She prodded Piccola inside, and taking the underwear from me, told us to stay out. We could hear water running into the bathtub. "You think she's gonna drown her?" "Oh, Claudia, you so dumb. She's not. She's gonna wash her clothes and all." "Should we beat up Rosemary?" "No, leave her alone." The water gushed, and over its gushing we could hear the music of Mother's laughter. That night in bed, the 3 of us lay still. We were full of awe and respect for Piccola. Lying next to a real person who was really menstruating was somehow sacred. She was different from us now, grown up like. She herself felt the distance, but she refused to lord it over us. After a while, we spoke very softly. "Is it true that I can..." She spoke very softly. "Is it true that I can have a baby now?" "Sure," said Frida drowsily. "You sure can. But how?" Her voice was hollow with wonder. "Oh," said Frida, somebody has to love you." "Oh." There was a long pause in which Piccola and I thought this over. It would involve, I suppose, my man, who before leaving me would love me, but there weren't any babies in the songs my mother sang. Maybe that's why the women were sad. The men left before they could make a baby. Then Piccola asked a question that had never entered my mind. "How do you do that? I mean, how do you get somebody to love you?" But Frida was asleep, and I didn't know. Piece from Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. Thank you.